get to Brenda, so hold on. I'm gonna have to... Okay. Now, let's see about this Brenda. And you had already given me a sign and symbol that she passed tragically. Ooh, and then I believe you had said she had passed before her time. Okay, hold on. Yep, middle of the day. Okay, that's all I've heard so far. Hold on. I feel like I'm looking at her and I'm noticing around her eyes where her hair is really like kind of straight. Suddenly, really suddenly. She gives me sign symbol like maybe we're... I feel excited, like I'm looking forward to something. And then suddenly, yep, middle of the day, surprises me. Were you around? No. Were other people with you? Yes. That's how she responds is yes. She's like a happy talker. She's like, I'm shaking so crazy. Tell them I like what they did at the celebration. Celebration of life. She kind of like tells me, she shows me a celebration of life and then she says permanent, permanent, permanent. I don't know what that means, but I picture like a picture on a gravestone. Gravestone means buried. Buried is permanent. Gravestone is permanent. Created something permanent. I don't understand, but that's what she says. It was around 6:30 p.m. What happened? Yep, middle of the day, right after dinner. Yep, surprises me. And then she talks about her celebration. She said, I was there. There must have been a good turnout because she goes, who are these people? She was buried. I couldn't make it to her funeral because I'm in Alabama and it was in Puerto Rico. And she goes, I was there. Who are these people? I'm going to keep finishing writing that. Oh my God, she talks about the celebration. She likes how things went. It's okay that you could... I cannot stop watching. I love that. Okay. And I love that she even says, like, I was there, and it's okay that you couldn't be there. Guess what? She hardly knew anybody that was there anyways. I kind of love that. But it all seems like a surprise out of nowhere. And then she goes, and she was in a head-on collision December 2nd, 2024. So this just happened. Who is this to you? It will crush me. Who did you not be able to go for? I think it's a sweet soul. Oh, she talked about someone else being involved, whether there was someone else in the vehicle or obviously it was a head-on collision, but either someone was in the vehicle that made it or somebody. I can't see if any... I keep seeing a male, but I can't tell if it's the other driver. I can't tell if she passed with somebody. It was your girlfriend, the love of... Oh, she's talking about a male. Oh, I think she was probably talking about you, Chris. Who was... Oh, my gosh. She has the sweetest soul. She's excited. She surprises me. And you were in Puerto Rico, so you couldn't. Oh my goodness. Was there someone else with her? Or did someone else die in the accident? No one was in the vehicle and she hit another female. Okay, then maybe she was talking about you. Another thing she says, not to be all over the place, but she says, and right before it ended up happening, this she talked about this father figure that was over there on the other side. It was almost euphoric, like all of a sudden, like it's like you tune out and then you're like, and then this guy was there, and I was like, what happened? And so one of the things that tells me is that there was no pain, and she transitioned very, very quickly. The other woman survived. Who did they determine was at fault? Also, your girlfriend said she really likes my pen. And sorry if you have another girlfriend right now, but I'm going to refer to this one as your girlfriend. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself, and you know her sassy-tude. She's like really sweet, but also a little bit fucking crazy. And I like it. I can support that. She has a name, Brenda. Who's not great? I never found out what happened. Whore, who was at fault? Okay, well, she shows me lots of sunshine and lots of color pink. I'm going to say, I'm not saying that like the other person was at fault, but I have asked her multiple times what happened. It seems like it was almost something that's all about timing, like wrong place, right time type of thing. I think maybe something was up with that other driver. Long story short, she plays a very innocent part in what happened and fully expected to be able to continue on. She goes, it just surprises me. Like, I'm not seeing that she has to like take any responsibility for it at all. But she visits you in dreams. She goes, well, he doesn't really have a lot of dreams, or he doesn't really remember his dreams, but he has a lot of deja vu. And so those little like deja vu moments, you don't have to remember exactly what it is, but you do have to say, ooh, I see that little glitch in the matrix there. Also, maybe empty your thoughts a little bit into a journal so you have room for some dreams. We got into an argument 4 days before her accident, got blocked by her, and that was the last time that I saw her and that I spoke to her. Wow. And then 4 days later, she gets in this accident. You cannot take responsibility. That's probably what she was talking about with this male. Wait. Were you... Okay, I gotta know. You say I'm crushed. So she tells me 2 things. And you can't see what I'm writing, I forget. But she tells me a couple things here. She says male, because she was talking about you earlier. And then you said you got in an argument. I feel like you were the one with the better perspective. And when I was talking to her earlier about her being sassy, like I'm like, listen, she's actually just kind of crazy sometimes. So I feel like you were holding her to expectations of her own actions or asking her to grow, and then she stomps off and doesn't want to work on it. Right? Is that the easiest way to put it? Woo, these are intense today, ladies and gentlemen. She makes... We got into an argument about a male, something I did with him. She was hurt. All right. That's fair. Okay. One thing, it sounds like horrible timing. I feel like while the relationship may have truly been over at that time, which I can understand you having to process that anyways, I don't believe that contributed in any way to the fact that she had her accident 4 days later. I think that's just an extreme, unfortunate lack of closure from you for you, and she wants you to know, okay, I think she writes the word right here because she thinks that the right decision was made, plus just a bump in the road. She thinks that it's okay to, she has a more understanding for it. I think like even if people are hurt, they have an understanding for it. And she goes, it's right to have the entire human experience. I think that the right thing happened at the right time, and you're right, bump in the road, maybe just needing a break from communication, but she pours sunshine and says the fact that she passed 4 days later was completely a whole nother thing. She wasn't even like texting and driving or anything like that. It was something in that other girl's karmic path, okay, that lived from the accident. She was in the wrong place at the right time, and it was nothing more than coincidence, okay? It was nothing more than a coincidence, and that's what she wants you to know. Corgi butt, corgi butt, not the time, corgi butt, who did that? Corgi butt. Do apologize. Do apologize, Chris. Yeah. But everything's forgiven. You can't take that with you when we go. And she encourages you to continue to have the human experience, however it is that you choose to experience it. Embrace yourself.